Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're doing our Gen Con haul video, where we're just going to show the games we got at Gen Con. Our first ever Gen Con. We've never been there before, so may have went a little out of control, but stayed within the budget, so to say.
Considering there was no discussed budget.
Couldn't really be outside of it.
Can't really be outside of it. And we made the mistake of driving so that he could buy as much could fit in the trunk. So we didn't have a limit to flying.
Was it a mistake? Or was it planned all along?
We'll never drive again.
Wow. We may. It was a 10-hour drive, so it was a bit of a haul.
How many hours did you drive?
Somewhere between 0 and 20 hours.
Nice.
Anywhere in that range.
Let's get into the haul.
Let's get into the haul.
Recap Gen Con in a different video.
But yes, so let us know in the comments below if you went to Gen Con or what you got, or which one of these looks most exciting and we should maybe open first. But the first one we got was Redwood, which looked interesting. It was the one we got on our first
He panic bought this one because he was like, I don't know what to get. I need to get something.
I need to get something because
I don't have 2 more days here.
Yeah. We had just gotten there a little later on Thursday, and all the hottest of the hot was already gone, and I'm just like, well, this one looks really interesting, so we needed to get something that first day in case we played a game at night, because we didn't actually bring any games with. I told Michaela we wouldn't need them, and then
joke's on you. We didn't even get back until like 10. So
that was a joke on me. But yeah, so this one is maybe the most interesting one out of all the ones we got.
I saw the back of it after we bought it when we were walking through the hall, and I was like, does this have little measuring arm things? And you were like, yeah, and I was like, what did we buy?
She thought we bought a war game or something.
No, I'm just like, what is this?
But yeah, so you're out on this board and you're trying to take pictures of these things. So I feel like this is either going to be possibly really fun or it might be a bust. So I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's an interesting one, that's for sure. It's something different. I don't think I've seen quite this before, so I'm hopeful.
Yeah. So Redwood by Sit Down Games.
Yes. And then we got, the next day, we got some promo packs. I wasn't even sure if I had gotten these or not for Rolling Realms. We got the new Risky Rewards mini expansion that they have to it. And I think a few of these were also new this week. So we got Lost Ruins of Arnak, Role Player, Beyond the Realmiverse, Skulk Hollow, Millennium Blades, and Tricarion. So we got some more Promo Realms that we'll get to try out. And I also got a signed Expeditions card for Charterstone. And we had already bought Expeditions, so that was not something that was on our list to buy. So if you were interested in Expeditions itself, we've got some videos on that. But yeah, that was kind of, I think, their big game that they had for Stonemaier / Meeple Source.
Yeah.
That they had at that booth. So.
Yep, I saw that, and I think Wingspan being played. So.
Oh, yep. So now we're kind of out of order. Those are the first two, but then now I'm just gonna randomly select things. So this was something I wasn't even aware existed until I was buying a different game, and then I went up to the register and saw this. I'm like, what is this? Western Legend Showdown.
Yeah, so it's a little micro game.
Yes, a little 18-card micro game.
And you're literally just playing with the Western Legends cards. They're probably different than the actual Western Legends cards, but it's a deck set up for, I don't know, would you call it trick taking, or is it really just?
I don't think it's quite. It sort of is. You're trying to fulfill different things to get cards. So it is I guess similar to trick taking, but yeah, I don't know how I would describe it exactly, but yeah, we actually got to play a game of it, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, and for $10, it's hard to pass up.
Exactly. And then that even got us a free, let's see here, I don't know if it's in here.
Should be.
That got us a free game, because it was buy 2, get 1 free, and since that was $10, this was also $10 at their booth. Boomerang Europe by Grail Games. So this was one we got for free alongside that and another game that we'll have coming up. So yeah, we'll see how interesting this is. We've traveled to Europe, so we'll see if this feels like we're traveling there. It just kind of looked interesting, but I don't think it was on my radar at all until I was just looking for another game that was $10 or less.
Yes.
So
we'll be early adopters.
I'm hopeful. I think that one has probably been out for a little bit. So let us know in the comments below if you've played any of the Boomerang series. I think there was also another
like an
one,
American version, I think.
So yeah, we ended up getting that one. Then we get into the one game that we actually opened while we were there, Diced Veggies. And this was one from Kids Table Board Games. I don't remember. That was Grail Games, and I don't know if we said the other ones. But, yeah, this one was a game where you kind of have dice in, I don't know, rectangular shape, and then you're using this cleaver thing to cut away some dice up to a total value of 10, and you're trying to fulfill different recipes. Oh yeah, Colossal Games. Yeah, that makes sense.
Big old gorilla.
And you're trying to complete recipes, and potentially there's some cards that you'll have in your hand to get additional points, so you're trying to fulfill or meet those requirements as well. And it's just kind of a quick game to try to complete 6 recipes. Not necessarily first, but likely if you are the first one to do it, you'll probably win, I would think, most of the time. But yeah, it was an interesting little game. It's pretty good quality overall, but the dice tips were already chipping off on some of them, so I don't... But it looked specifically like it was, what was it, the yellow color? So I don't know if it was just a specific issue with those, but we'll see if they continue to chip off or not. So that was one thing with that one.
I did really like this purchase, so...
Good. We got another one here. I'm not sure how this one will be. This is from AEG, Number Drop. Which is, it looks like a Tetris-related game, where it's also a roll and roll and write game as well. So it'll be interesting to see what that combination ends up doing. I don't know if this will be a good one or not, but it looked interesting, and I think you like Tetris, right? Okay.
I do.
I was buying this mostly based on the fact that you like Tetris. So
whenever I have enough room on my phone to actually download another app, it's typically Tetris. So, or Sudoku.
Nice. And this is another smaller, shorter game. We actually are starting with all those smaller ones. We are going to get into some heavier ones, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this will be good.
Yeah. AEG.
Oh boy. Let's just get one of the heavier ones out of the way.
Can you even lift it with one arm?
This one is Virtu, the Art of Governing, which Michaela was really looking forward to. When she saw her eye on this one, she was like, get it, get it, get it.
I was just glad you found this at the consignment shop.
That's true. So yeah, this is the only one I believe we bought there. We looked at a couple different ones, but yeah, so we got it on Friday, I think, at the consignment shop. It was the one that kind of stuck out to me, and yeah, it looks like a maybe medium to heavyweight Euro game, so I'm hopeful that it'll be good.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's something about it that I like the look of. I think it's just the Euro-iness that I liked. So, we'll see.
Oh boy.
We're hopeful. Michaela's hopeful that it'll be going on the call pile soon, I'm sure.
No.
No. Oh, and then we will go to, I think this is one of the new releases there, by Horrible Guild, Sunrise Lane by Reiner Knizia.
That one was super meeple, by the way, but we didn't buy it from there. So
that's true. And I don't think we didn't actually buy this one from Horrible Guild. I think they were combined with another booth.
Yeah.
So, it's a Reiner Knizia game. I thought it looked pretty interesting, and it looks like another pretty quick and approachable one, which is, I don't know, something I'm coming to appreciate a little bit more in some of the games. It's got a simplicity to it, but it might give you some interesting choices, hopefully. But yeah, I'm hopeful that this will be good. It looks like it's a pretty good production.
Yeah.
So,
well, it didn't take much because you were like, "Do you want to get it?" And I was like, I don't know. Watching the demo of it, I wasn't like super enthralled about it. And then he was like, "Well, Jesse thinks it looks interesting, so I'll just grab it." And I was like, "Oh, that's all we need. Interest, huh?" And then he came home with us.
Wow. What do you have against Dr. Reiner Knizia?
Oh,
We
no.
needed to get one of his games.
We have plenty already.
Do we really? Here is probably one of the heaviest
One of the
weight
first games you bought.
that we bought from DeVere Games. Jerusalem, Anno, Domini. I don't even know. How do you pronounce that, Maggie?
Domini, I think.
Domini. Exactly. But yeah, this one is one I've been interested in ever since I heard of it, and it was released. I don't know how long ago it's been now. It could even be close to a year, 6 months to a year ago, I would guess.
They were demoing it, so it must not be
yeah.
too old.
I don't think it was like old, but I've kind of been interested in it ever since I first saw it, and just haven't had the chance to buy it. I don't know if it's really been readily available yet, so yeah, this was one that was on my list of games to get. So yeah, looking forward to playing this one. What did you think from the short demo that they gave us? You were not sold on it, if I remember right.
I was not.
So we will see.
It's very typical heavy Euro, I think. Like, it's like, get resources to do something, to trigger something else, to trigger something else.
That's true. We'll see if you like this one or Virtu better.
Yes, because I will play them both at some point.
Wow.
I'm just saying, there's so many games already. That is a really heavy game.
Well, this was a game that...
Last minute buy, as we were walking out for the last time.
What? No, it was the second to last day, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was the last day, but it was like the end of that day.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, earlier I think we'd seen Nacho Pile.
Yeah.
And you had pointed to it, and I'm like, no, I want bag of chips.
And I was like, okay. And we just were walking out one day, and it was right there.
And I'm walking, and then as we're walking by, Zach and Carson have already passed. You're going past, and I look over, and I'm like, wait a minute! There it is, the bag of chips that I've been looking for forever. And now it's just going to be a total dud. It's going to be like, why have I wanted this game ever since?
It looks a little crazy, but...
It's going to be like a filler game.
It's resealable.
Exactly. The best type of game.
Hopefully they won't be stale after a while. No!
Wow.
Blue-orange for bag of chips. Zach's a snacker, so he likes chips either way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. Maybe we should have got Nacho Pal for the namesake, but...
Nah.
We'll have to see how big a chips is first. And then we've got from Pandasaurus Games, who is the one that was doing Nacho Pile.
Yeah.
I did get Aurum, which is a trick-taking game, which is a 3 to 4 player trick-taking game, so we'll see how that actually works out. But yeah, I've just liked trick-taking games recently. It seems like they've always been interesting to me, so I don't know, there's just something about this one that drew me in. Michaela's loving it, I can tell.
For the first time. No, just kidding. I was just glad it was a small box, because that just means it's not heavy, right? And we're walking around all day, so.
That is true. And
this one.
Here was the other game that we got, Porta Games, which is what we got with the Boomerang and the Western Legends. So they must have had like 5 companies combined there or something, because these are all from apparently different publishers. So this was another one on my list of games.
You wanted this one a while ago.
I did. And I think they actually... I feel like I saw some people that had the expansion. So I'm not sure if they were giving it to some content creators or whatnot, but there's an expansion to this one. I don't remember if they were selling it there, or maybe they had very limited stock and it sold it. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like the base game, based on the demo that we got, is going to be great plenty to play with initially.
So crazy.
Michaela loved everything going on. Now we'll have to rank all 3 of these heavy ones, assuming there's not more heavy ones to come.
You know, we're a board game channel, so we gotta do the board game.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one as well.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I'm more excited about. Maybe this one. It's got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
But
well, you wanted this one for a while, I know.
I have. So it was worth it.
Yep.
Then we've got this one, which I know almost nothing about.
And we didn't buy this one.
That's true. I got this one as a gift for early
birthday
I was
gift.
going to say Christmas present. Early birthday gift. Urubamba.
Urubamba.
Wow, I am struggling today.
Urubamba Valley.
Urubamba Valley.
Which is in Peru.
Yes, and this is from Broadway Games, it looks like. So, yeah, this is another one that's 3 to 5, so we'll see if it ends up getting played. But
It's supposed to be lighter.
yes, it looked like it was a lighter game, which I think is going to make it easier to get 3 players to play it. Some of them that require 3+ players are just harder to get to the table, I think, because it may be a little too heavy. But yeah, I think it looked like it's going to be light enough that can probably teach it pretty quickly once you know how to
Once
play
we
it yourself.
figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too difficult of one to learn. So, and it's going to be a shorter one as well. What does it say? 50 minutes, 60 minutes. I feel like based on what they based on what they showed us, I don't even know if it'd take that long, but maybe it takes longer than I would think. But from what they showed us, I wouldn't think it's going to be a long game.
Most games are quicker once you learn them too. So.
That's true, but yeah, it'll be an interesting game because it's got I don't know what language this is.
Yeah, I think it's Chinese.
But it's got that and English on it, so
yeah. And like on the game pieces and everything too. So it must be like more of like an Asian-based country or company or something. But I don't know.
Not sure. Let us know in the comments below if you know or if you've had any games from this Broadway company, Broadway Studios, Broadway Games.
Yeah.
Ooh boy. This was the last second buy.
I didn't see anything about this game. I was talking to my brother while you watched the demo, and I turned around and you were buying it. And I was like, what?
Well, the dinosaurs already got me hooked. And they told me that the T-Rex was a limited thing, that it was for Kickstarters, and then they told the Kickstarters they'd sell it at cons. So the front is usually the Triceratops, I think, or whatever one that dinosaur that was.
Who doesn't love a Triceratops?
Someone that loves a T-Rex more.
Let me see his little arms. Oh my god.
So I got the T-Rex copy, but it's a worker placement game. I think it's going to be medium weight. I don't think it'll be too heavy. And then it's got a worker bumping mechanism where they've got 3 different sizes of workers, and you can bump workers of the same size or smaller. So, and it's kind of like Charterstone where it just keeps going and going. So then some turns you're going to have to pull back if no one bumps yours, but you could have that bumping. So I do always like that mechanism in games where you can potentially get your workers back and put them out there on the board again. So, and then it's dinosaurs, and it's supposedly more actually scientifically based. So,
then what? Dinosaur Island?
Yeah, Dinosaur Island is pretty spot on for
Dinosaur World.
I mean, Pandasaurus should be doing their research. I'm assuming. I mean, their company is about a pandasaur. Us.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then with that, we also got the Mesozoic North America Pterosaur mini expansion. With that, we bought that as well, and then got this promo card. Ooh.
Did you win the raffle?
I forgot about that raffle. I'll need to take a look. I think they said on their Facebook group, so I'll have to take a look at that. But we got this promo card as well. So
that's from
Works
Games.
I'm actually pretty excited about this one because I think it's going to be pretty approachable, and I like dinosaurs. You can check out our dinosaur series. We're going to have to redo that now. Pepper's going to love that. So we have a lot of dinosaur videos on the channel. We'll link that below as well, or Pepper will. So then we've got a Michael Kiesling game, Sanssouci.
I think this is like one of the 4 games that I was like, get that one.
So you were more excited about this one, which is good. I think it should be a solid game. If you don't know, Kiesling is the designer of the Azul games, so if you like those games, I guess I can't say because we haven't played this one. Yeah. Hopefully this will be just as good as that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this one. It seemed like it had some interesting choices in it, but was still like an approachable, shorter game.
Yep.
Didn't seem like it would probably overstay its welcome or anything. So
Agreed.
I always like those type of games. So if it gives me any feelings of like an Azul style, I'll be really happy. And this is Imperial Publishing, Fractal Jugos. I don't know what's that, but yes. So it's even got the seal of approval from the dice.
Wow, look at that. I think that's Wagos.
That is probably right. That makes sense.
Fractal Wagos, because it's a J, so I think it's an H.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, this was one of my picks, so.
And this sort of counts, but doesn't really count.
Why is this on the table?
Well, because I could have picked it up at Gen Con, or they
Yeah.
could send it to us for free. It was a Gen Con release. We did get Freelancers, a Crossroad game from Plaid Hat Games, which is supposed to and feels similar, like it's going to be similar to Forgotten Waters, which is a game that we really love. I guess I can't talk for you. I really love it. And yeah, I'm hoping this will be just as good.
Yeah. We're almost through all of the Forgotten Waters scenarios, so we needed a new one.
We did, and I was waiting for more, so yeah, I'm hopeful.
Plaid Hat Game.
And then we could just say a secret one that
Yeah.
whether or not she watches this video, we did get Abby a game of My Island. So
Yeah.
that was one we picked up. But that is for her birthday, so we'll see if she watches this video and sees
So it's
that.
not out yet.
And then we got Forge. What is it? A strategic game of medieval forging from Hammer Dog Games.
You get to play a blacksmith.
Yes.
And I think we actually met the
Met the
designer, Wesley.
Yes. So, yeah, this was one that I think Pepper and I had done Take My Money, Kickstarter, whatever, look
really?
at. So I think that was earlier this year. So I was actually surprised to see that he was
I
selling
didn't know.
these.
I thought we just randomly
So
found a game that was worth buying.
yeah, I think I can't remember now. I'd have to go back and look. Maybe I think I was excited about it. I don't know if Pepper was or not. But
Well, I'm
yeah.
excited about it. Does that matter?
Well, yeah. When we looked at it again and he was explaining it, I was like, yeah, this sounds pretty good. So yeah, I'm hopeful for that this one will be kind of a maybe sleeper hit because I don't know if there was that many copies there, but I don't think their booth was necessarily one of like the hot places to try to go and find these new games. So
yeah, and like the booth, I mean, if you've been to Gen Con, you can get a booth like this big, you can get a booth like this big. So I think it all just depends too. But they had so.
Yeah, I'm hoping this will be a solid game.
This is probably the one I'm most excited for. So.
Ooh. And then last but not least, we were not able to get World Wonders, so we had to settle for this one from Arcane Wonders. Neotopia. So this was one we were watching be played, and then we kind of had explained to us as well. And it sounded pretty interesting. You're building some patterns, and as you're doing that, as long as you're adding to the pattern, you can potentially play these goal cards, but they can't be. So I think the way it seemed like was there's cards that have like similar patterns or use similar colors, and they have a certain art piece on them, a piece of art, and if you if you have a card that's the same as the previously played one, because there's different zones in that zone, you can't score that type because that was just used previously. So that was an interesting
and you have to be interacting with whatever it is you're scoring.
Right.
So just because there's already a pattern down,
right?
You know, with red and blue, and you have that card, you have to actually do something with the red and blue to be able to claim that card. You can't just lay it down because the pattern's already there, which I thought was a good, like check and balance to what we saw of the demo anyway. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, and it looks like a very colorful game as well.
It is, and I like the little chippies in it, and.
Yeah, you actually asked if something about is this?
I'm like, you can only get this game as long as if you get the upgrade, because I was like, if those are cardboard in the base, I don't want it. And the guy was like, no, those are in the game. I was like, that's right. They know what gamers like.
There we go. But yeah, I think that was all the different games that we had gotten. So I'm excited to get a lot of these played. And you had said that. Which one was your most excited?
Probably Forge.
I would say my most excited is probably Bag of Chips. I've been waiting for that game endlessly.
Are you serious?
As a party game, I'm actually pretty excited for that one, so I'm going to be pretty upset. But if it's bad, but
Yeah.
otherwise, probably Revive or Jerusalem are probably the two I'm most looking forward to. But I'm excited about all of them for different reasons, I think. But
Yeah.
the crunchiness is where I really, really like it, and maybe Forge will have that too. Maybe it'll be just the right amount where it won't be too much.
Not a bad haul. I mean, there's balance in there. You know,
I think
there's
so.
a micro game, there's a heavy game, there's
Another
medium
heavy
weight
game
games.
and another heavy
Yeah.
game, and
There's the
But yeah,
Goldilocks
there's
and
a
three
good-
bears here.
we got a decent mix.
Yeah.
I would agree. So, yeah. Let us know if you've made it this far in the video. We appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. We'd really like that. Or you can give us thumbs down if you really hated it.
Oh.
But
Either way, it's free.
exactly. And let us know which game you'd be most excited to hear about, and we can maybe make that a priority. Should be one we play and get our first impression out there. We'll probably have some unboxings as well, but this will
You're
probably
busy.
be going out over the rest of 2023 would be my guess, because it's
Yeah.
a lot of games. So
Yes.
yeah. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next video, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content and that bag of chips.